Some things happen, and you have only a split second to come to terms with the fact that, bam, something is happening to you right now. Like breaking a bone. People don't break their bones slowly. It's not something you get to brace yourself for, it's something that happens suddenly. 1 second ago, you were fine, and now you have a broken bone. Now you have to deal with the fact that you have pain radiating from your arm and you don't have feeling in your fingertips. And it's not going to take a quick moment to fix. It's going to take months. It's going to take a long time. I'm pretty sure the saying "life comes at you fast" was made to describe moments like this. Moments that only take you 1 second for everything to be different. In today's story, how a split second, a blink, left one man with a bullet in his stomach.
Yeah, I would say Port Harcourt is a safe place. Port Harcourt is a safe place because I would say Port Harcourt is a safe place. It was World Tourism Day, and basically, I and a friend, she called me. She lives in Lagos. She called me and she was like, I know you do all this, your picture thing and all that. Let's see how we can write to some persons, write to presidential. I know they can give me the hall. Let's see how we can contact some photographers, and let's put Port Harcourt on the map. So she called me. What we actually did that day were we displayed the whole of Port Harcourt pictures in Presidential. Presidential, I don't know if you know Presidential, is a very big hotel in River State, right? It's a very known, it's a landmark in River State. It has been there for a very long time. So that was what was going on. So we're printing the pictures. I had some batch to print. She had some batch to print. So our printer did a very bad job. In short, the printer did not even, they didn't print, they printed almost about 30 copies of very bad pictures. So me, I felt really bad. I felt really, really bad. I was like, this is doesn't make any sense now. I'm like the brain box of this whole event. And my pictures are not even out there. Because when they did the launching, I had only 3 pictures on the wall. So luckily I met a friend. And he showed me the pictures that he printed, and the pictures were very nice. I now collected his printer's number, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll contact his printer so his printer can come and print my own pictures for me. So that day, I was in my office. I was waiting for him in my office. It was still a very busy evening. This was like 7 o'clock past 7. It was still a very busy evening. Printer guy called me that he's already here. We looked at the pictures, displayed the pictures outside. We looked at the pictures, saw everything. I put the pictures in my car. So I called my graphics guy. Okay, let's start going. I went up, gathered all my items because I work with drones, laptops, and cameras. They helped me. We brought out all my items, put them in the boot of the car. After I finished arranging the items and we're about to get in the car, that was when I saw these new faces. There are about 6 of them. I could spot two just like 10 meters away, just across where we were parked. And 4 persons, it was a quick one, and 4 persons was in front of me. I did not see what they were holding. I did not understand what was going on, but I just saw that we're about, I just knew, my body just told me that we're about to be jacked. Immediately I found out, I rushed the first person that was close to me. I attacked that first person that was close to me. It was like reflex, basically. I didn't even know what happened. I didn't know if any of them had a gun. It was a reflex action, because as I saw the person, I just was the action before thought. So when I hit that guy, I hit him like 3 times in less than 2 seconds, 3 or 4 times in less than 2 seconds. And he fell on the floor. I fell on the floor. I didn't know what happened to me. I don't know what happened with my other guys. I was just hearing voices and footsteps because I was on the floor for like 10 seconds. My adrenaline pumped. I got up and I went back to my car, closed my door, went back into the building. While I was going into the building, I turned around, closed the door, and I opened the door slightly. I saw the guy ran back into my car. He was ransacking my car, picking some stuff on the floor and all that. So he picked it and entered their car and drove off. So when he drove off, my guys came, called me. They ran. So they now ran and came back, called me. It was my name that they called, that I now came out. I was like, oh, okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you fine? I say, yes, I'm okay. So I drove to the nearest fuel station where is a public place where I know that nothing will happen to me, so I can actually properly check myself because I didn't know anything. So I went there, removed my shirt, removed my trousers. That's when I now saw that I was shot. I didn't feel anything. I just felt I was super strong. But I just had when you twisted your waist a little bit. That was how I felt. There was no pain at all. No pain. I knew I was bleeding internally. I knew there was something wrong with me. But at the same time, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about my pictures that I need to get to the presidential. Basically, I was thinking about how I would take my pictures. I was thinking about every other thing but what was going on. I just knew that I just needed to get to the hospital first. I got to BMH, walked in, and I was like, please, where's the doctor? I just got shot. And they were looking at me like I was a stranger. Because that place, it's an emergency ward where they have to carry you with a wheelchair or a stretcher. I walked in. So mine was not emergency. So it was my friend that shouted, he just got shot. Someone attend to him. So that was when they now came and put me on a stretcher and all that. I started having a feeling like this thing might go wrong. Like this thing might go wrong. Or at that moment, I had one small fear because of the way the doctors were attending to me. They were not attending to me like it was like an emergency per se. They were just taking their time. But when I saw my brother now came, my friend I called now came. So the faces gave me small hope. My brother was the one checking me, he was checking my eyelid and all that if I was losing blood. He said he saw that I was losing blood, but he didn't tell me. He just said, "You're fine." He didn't tell me anything I was going through at that moment. So they came, gave me blood. I went to do scan. They checked my BP, checked my vitals, checked my blood count. They saw that I actually need a surgery. Afterwards, they now gave me a written note and told me that they've attended to me, I'm a victim, blah blah, wrote plenty things. And they discharged me with their ambulance. And that was where we started the journey of looking for a surgeon. We're looking for a surgeon to remove the bullet. So basically, I needed to be attended to as quick as possible because I was bleeding internally. I was given 2 pints of blood at that moment. And the first one had finished while I was in the hospital doing the whole checks and all that. And the second one was on me. So at that moment, I was in an emergency state where they need to know where the blood is leaking from and all that. We went to the first hospital, and the hospital told us that I'm fine, that they don't have a surgeon, but I can wait till morning. So that's how we left the first ambulance, and we went to 4 other hospitals that didn't have any surgeon. That told us that they could not do anything. So it was the 6th hospital we went to. So the 7th hospital was the 7th hospital that stabilized me. They brought me inside, put me in one chair, started checking for the bullet, where the bullet is inside an internal search. They were going through, they poured one kind of liquid on my tummy and they were checking. So the surgeon was not even on ground. The surgeon was in his house. And for what I heard, the surgeon said, because he just came back home and he was kind of tired and all that. He was about just taking a rest. But one of the things that pulled him to come out to do the surgery was because he heard about my age, and I was the same age with his son. I was trying to be awake because I don't want to go into shock. I know a little bit of the medical, a little bit of medicine. So I didn't want to go into shock because I was losing blood a lot. So I was just trying to be attentive. I was trying to be active. I was calling in friends. I was just chatting up different persons. And I wasn't talking about the situation. I was just chatting with them normally, like, Alpha, why are you not sleeping? What's going on? Just normal. I was just trying to be awake. That was where I made the last call. That was where the surgeon came, saw me, and started preparing me, and they injected me with the injection, and I was kind of sleepy, and that's how I passed out and I slept. I didn't fear in any way, like I go soon die. I will die soon. This thing might kill me. Nah, I didn't fear at all. I didn't fear at all. I didn't allow it to envelop me, and that's basically what kept me all the way through. Even during staying in the hospital, I had 2 near-death experiences too. I had low blood pressure. I had high blood pressure. I was losing fluid. I almost entered shock twice. This was during my post-op. It changed my life. Right now, I don't fear anybody. I don't try to give I don't give a damn, I'll say, quote unquote. I try to do everything. It has changed me in terms of I don't procrastinate as I used to. When I think about it, I do it once and for all. I'm punctual with time. So I don't tend to push things. I just tend to do things and take things as it is. I don't really kill myself if anything doesn't work. If I want to get something and I'll find a better one will come. I don't cry over things I've lost or things I'll lose or things. I don't really bother myself about it. because I was the only person that survived out of the shooting of 7 people died. I was the only person that survived. The same period. I don't know if it was the same team that was snatching cars, taking cars. 7 people died. So I was the only person. So I see myself as being lucky because I didn't die based on the situation. The bullet went through my abdomen, in between it went through my ribs, in between the spleen and my kidney, all the way to the base of my spine. So I'll say I'm lucky because if had it been it was a locally made gun, it would have splattered my spleen and I would have died on the spot. If it was my kidney, it would have been a different thing. Maybe they would have left one kidney and maybe I would have survived one kidney. But I'll say I'm lucky because yes, I know that I'm still going through it. I'm still in the story because I have to still do one more surgery. Hopefully one more surgery. It will shock you that the media actually defines the safe or unsafe tags of places. Because I'll say, yes, it was just captured at that time. Even before this thing happened to me, I was actually doing something for the state. I was showcasing the state to the world. If I wasn't interested in the event, I'd have been at home. Maybe this thing wouldn't have happened to me. But I was doing something for the states. I was doing something. I was giving back. Like this is doing it. I spent my own money doing these prints to show people this is it. This is Port Harcourt. This is what it looks like on canvas. And a whole lot of persons came and appreciated it and saw it in that light.
This episode was hosted by me, Hawa Lawal. It was produced by Mo Eso with the support of Alexandra Klein. It was edited and sound designed by Mo Eso. Ewoma Omogene is our managing producer. Ebiye Suwari is our executive producer. This podcast is produced by Voix Collective. You can find Voix Collective on social media at VOIX Collective. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to rate our show. You can also leave us a review on social media at VOIX Collective.